When you think about rights, how do you think about them? Do you think about women's rights movement? Or maybe even the equal rights movement? What if I told you I wasn't talking about any of those today? In St. Louis, just 25.6 miles away, is an organization called START, and they're fighting back for the ones who can't fight for themselves. START is bringing knowledge to animal rights and how they are stripped of their fundamental rights to live, are being tortured, and how we are funding all of this with our money unknowingly. The St. Louis Animal Rights Team is focused on bringing animal inequality to light. Their mission is the sole purpose of making sure animals deserve rights just as much as humans do. Essentially, we're all animals, right? So what makes one animal more deserving than another? Every year at the Veg Fest in downtown St. Louis, Kate Brown, the St. Louis Veg Fest chairholder, is in charge of inviting people to learn about what is happening to these animals. They have a stand with different vegan foods for people to try, flyers to pick up, and meeting dates for the people to join the mission. The meetings they hold are bi-monthly and only a couple of hours. They will hold these meetings to introduce new members to a new lifestyle. President Bonnie Bomey understands that switching to a completely plant-based life is really hard and expensive, so she holds these meetings to help new members transition at their own pace and to educate society about the rights of all species to live freely and die naturally. They discuss how they can expose and help change the law to keep animals from being tortured and experimented on. So what is torture? The Cambridge Dictionary defines torture as the act of causing a great physical or mental pain in order to persuade someone to do something or to give information or a person or animal. Now that we have established that causing great physical or mental pain to an animal is torture, we can understand the level of torture being inflicted on these animals. Every year, at least 100 million animals are sent in for experiments in laboratories to be tested on, and use the term tested very lightly. The overall thought of the Animal Welfare Act is said to protect animals from being harmed by testing and to at least keep them from feeling pain, right? Wrong. The law from 1985 Animal Welfare Act only governs what type of animals are being used and how many are in the laboratories at one time. Animals are still being burned, drowned, electrocuted, and brain damage is being caused by the forcible addictions from the number of drugs they are injected with. In at least 95% of the labs across America, painkillers are not required. That means researchers and scientists can inflict whatever they feel is necessary to conduct the experiment. And according to Paul Healy, the maximum pain tests have increased by 370% in the past few years. Include, quote, destroying areas of the monkey's brain so that it can no longer recognize faces by addicting baby monkeys to alcohol and exposing them to the Ebola virus. When you go and buy makeup and shower products from Sephora, Ulta, do you check the label for an animal cruelty-free or a PETA sticker? Buying products that have this specific sticker ensures you won't be giving your money away to the laboratories that are causing animals harm. We are unknowingly sending our money away to fund animal testing and torture. The United States government is continuing to spend more than $15 million on animal testing from just our tax money. The money is spent buying animals from wet markets in China to conduct experiments in the U.S. Paul Healy reveals that U.S. taxpayer dollars were a multi-million-dollar grant to the controversial Wuhan Institute of Virology, the lab linked to the creation of the coronavirus outbreak. Daniel Lopez from the White Coast Management brings light to how bats from the coronavirus outbreak were captured, experimented on, and how the scientists extracted the virus to put into pigs. Holes were drilled into the pig's head and electroshocked to get the virus to speed up and to get a reliable test. The National Library warns people that the use of non-predictive animal experiments can cause human suffering in at least two ways. 1, by producing misleading safety and efficiency data, and 2, by causing potential abandonment of useful medical treatments and misdirecting resources away from the effective testing methods. That means animal testing to ensure the products are safe for human use and consumption is not actually safe for us because humans and guinea pigs or any other animal's biological makeup is going to be different. It is here to inform people about how their tax dollars from clothing, cosmetics, and more are being sent off to torture animals and that animal testing is not necessary for safe consumption. So what can we do to change this? We can start by contacting START at 314-384-8774 or by visiting their Facebook page at START St. Louis Animals Rights Team. You love shopping on Amazon? 'Cause me too. You can go on Smile and start donate your money to a charitable organization to your choice with no added cost. All are welcome to join the animal activism campaign.